Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Tuesday, January the 29th, and this is a quick hit on the precious metals. We're looking at SLV, GLD, and GDX. So far, so good. We are, everything's playing out the way that it should be. Really like it. Here we are with SLV, and we were saying back right here on this day that we were going to be looking for a bounce, and last night it did not get the bounce yet. We said we were still looking for it, and today we got the bounce. So very nice little move, closing at 30.32, and the question becomes, is this just a one-hit event, or is there more to the upside? Well, plenty to see. We had this line that I eyeballed a while back, and I just find it interesting that today's high was that line, and it backed away from it. I just think that's funny. Anyways, what do we have today? We don't have a candle of, major significance. Not at all. Matter of fact, we're coming into resistance with what we hit today, and resistance in the descending trend line, which, it was penetrated, but we got back inside of it. I still think that it holds some resistance value to it. And we can see that it's running out of time. So I was thinking that we would get a bounce. I called it between 30.20 and 30.60. And the 30.60 is kind of out of bounds now. I guess we could peak above the descending trend line again, but it'd be nicer if it held inside of it. So really 30.5 instead of 30.60 now. What else do we see? Well, we have nothing in the heat map. Nothing. We've created a new gap below us. We have gaps above us, yes. Now we have a gap below us, and it is a double gap, at least in parts of it. So lower, yes, I think that is going to happen still. We do have most things still traveling down. MACD histogram, the MACD going sideways, up on the RSI, up on the CCI, down on the slow stochastic, sideways on the fast stochastic, and the 14-day RSI moving average is going up. So the daily is trying to trying to get a secondary reset. Actually, it's I suppose you could call this move down a secondary reset. But anyways, it's kind of a jumble. I would not be surprised at all for another retry at this higher trend line. I mean, one day up, I don't know if that's enough to be classified as a bounce all by itself, but I don't think it has too much to the upside before it has to turn down again. Looking at the 60-minute time frame, just to see where we are. Won't do this on everything tonight. You can see it came right up to my eyeball line and backed away slightly. And we can see that we do have all of the secondaries high except for the 14-day RSI moving average, and they are trying to turn lower in the 60-minute time frame. The CCI, both the stochastics, the RSI, the MACD histogram, the MACD is still pointing up. Anyways, so 60-minute doesn't look that great for the bulls. We could get stuck up here for a little bit of time and fulfill getting a little bit of a higher move, but I think that would be on borrowed time personally. Be better to see everything go down back to the bottom and meet up with the 14-day before going up once again. In any case, that would be at least a retest of the previous low. That's what it looks like to me anyway. So that one is doing what it should be doing, in my opinion. GLD. We said everything is supposed to be like silver. Everything should be correlated. And we were saying that this was the area where it should bounce as it approached the ascending trend line on gold. And it did do that today. We got a little doji star. We did get an uptick. The uptick would only take it to 161.6 roundabout. Very minor up from here. And we don't have full extension of the short-term moving averages, so this might be moot. It might not be something that comes to compliance or fulfillment. It got back up to the 200-day moving average, peaked a little bit above, and retreated. We are working off the bottoming area in the heat map. We have... what else do we have? It's similar to silver, but it's not as nice. Very close to the bearish cross on the MACD. MACD histogram going down. RSI going down. Disagreement on the stochastics. Up on the CCI. Up on the 14-day RSI moving average. Some sideways movement here and holding below the 200-day moving average would be very good for the bears. So if it does that, the descending trend line creeps in, and on a move down that doesn't even have to be that strong, would be able to pierce and close below. So that's what I'd be looking for. And maybe it'll take a little bit of time, but even if it pops here, if it follows silver and it moves up some, you could get a bubble corrective move. You could get a retest of the long-term moving average bar, which would probably fail much earlier than these instances. And in that case, we'd get rid of the bottoming area in the heat map and be ready to move down. So in any case, longer term, it doesn't look good to me. Going on to GDX to finish it off. And here we are. Very nice. It finally did what I had been looking for, which was to go sideways or up to get back inside the lower Bollinger Band. Did that today, spinning top. And we do not have an uptick. If we had an uptick here, that would be telling us a lot. That would get us back inside the lower trend line, and it would be a really nice move up. But we do not have that today. Working off the bottoming area in the heat map, we are pretty darn low on most things. CCI going up, stochastics going up, the RSI going up, the MACD histogram going sideways, and the MACD still going down. 14-day RSI moving average still going down, so this is not promising midterm for the bulls. If we get a secondary or not bubble corrective move tomorrow, that would only take it up here to just shy of 44. It wouldn't be a very convincing, maybe not even close above the lower trend line. So much more jeopardy in the case of miners, and that is good for the silver and gold bears going forward. So short term could have a little bit more up on everything, and medium term should have more down. And that's it. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.